Welcome to another episode of Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. You got the three horsemen today: Tim, Ethan, and Wayne. It was an exciting Sixers game that just went on today. Y'all got to excuse me; I'm a little uncomfortable. My back is killing me. Kind
No,
of like Toby's back right now because he carried the Sixers.
your t-shirt too tight.
No, is it?
No.
I just made sure I came here to carry the load. Like Toby carried today for the Sixers. Nah, I'm kidding. The Sixers. Listen, man. This is what good coaching does. You had this was a good team win. You had Maxey carrying the load, a monster first quarter. Tobias here and there throughout the game, he was stepping in and then ended up closing the game out. Reed had big moments in the game. Lowry played smart with that vet. You know what I'm saying, to take control when it was spiraling out. Even Hield had a couple hot moments. And Oubre carried the load for like the whole third quarter. Oubre had Hield had like one moment. It was like he went to the basket attack, then he hit like a deep three that kind of like took the air out of Dallas. So it was like a lot of key moments in the game. It was a good team effort, man. I appreciated this game.
It was. Uber had a great third quarter. He had like 14 points in that third or something like that. Buddy Hield. I told y'all about Buddy. I like Buddy. I like him. But I guess they felt he'd be a defensive liability too. That's why you didn't see him a lot in the fourth quarter. I don't think you seen him at all in the fourth quarter, to tell you the truth. Chasing around Kyrie, Luka, the athletic team. He actually played well sometime on defense, but I think he had the right lineup out there. Maxey got hurt, came back. I don't like the trapping. Maxey seemed a little timid at in the late in the fourth when they was doing all that trapping and all that. Like we couldn't get the ball across that. We gotta design something. We gotta do a little better with that. I didn't like that. That kind of felt like it threw our team in disarray. You had Lowry, he was a veteran point guard. This is where you would think he did call a timeout in crucial positions, in a crucial situation. But that veteran point guard, you've been there before, Lowry. I want to see you make a little better decisions. But other than that, man, it was a good game. I love that Luka didn't go to the line 14, 15 times. That's good to see in basketball. That's bad for basketball. They talked about looking at that, doing something about all the foul calls. Dudes going to the line 12, 13, 14 times a game at night. That's not good for the sport. That's not good for the sport, man. So in order for this game to grow, you all that ticky-tack foul, you got to kind of get that out the league somehow. But it was a good team win. Toby, huge clutch buckets at the end. What else? Who else can I praise?
Wait, when you said Lowry got real quick, Tim, I know it's your turn to go, but when you say you gotta make better decisions, I thought he actually made solid decisions except for that blown layup. I don't know what the heck happened on that layup.
We missed. Yeah, how did he miss that? I thought he thought he was going to get contact. I thought he was looking for contact.
Like one of them drawers where your legs just give out.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tim.
What you got, Tim?
Okay. I didn't see much of the game, to be honest with you, but I do want to say, is Campaign hurt? I noticed he didn't get any clock today.
He did. That was a coach's decision.
So coach's decision, him and
you never see the game when Kobe played well. That's what happened. You just happened to not see the game when Kobe played well. Did you see the game in Charlotte when he played well?
Toby.
I mean, who'd I say? Kobe.
I thought you said Kobe. Like, hold up.
Did you not see the game? Because Toby, it's Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris. You got to change that name.
Yeah,
Toby had 2 30-point games back to back. Let's talk.
Tobias played well, but Tobias played well both back to back games, which is good. We need them to do so. That's why I always say that. I always felt like if we ever got to the NBA Finals against the West, he's okay to be in our starting lineup. It's always the gauntlet of getting out of the second and third round is where he just doesn't shine going against the Boston.
You're talking about right now. Nobody can predict the future. No, you're talking about right now. Toby's playing well last couple games.
The last couple games he's played well, and that's a good thing. Not taking nothing from him. He
all out like
and be honest with you, maybe I think it's the last 3 games. I'm not. He had the game that he played back. He did hit clutch buckets. One thing about Toby is he been hitting clutch buckets the last couple of games, which is huge. Last game things was getting tight, and it only took him 2 seconds. He knocked down big 3-pointers. He did it again the last game. He did it again this game. Impressive. Maxey, I saw like the last 4 minutes of the game, and Maxey looked real tight at the end of that game. So I mean, hopefully,
I mean, real quick though, to be fair, he was cooking before he hit his head. When he hit his head, it kind of, you know what I'm saying, he came back, wasn't really the same, but he was cooking before that.
So he was still in the concussion protocol. What you saying? He wasn't thinking right after he hit his head.
I don't know, but it looked like he made a couple bad passes and stuff. Like afterwards, honestly, it looked like some of the plays wasn't as crisp to me. I do think that he was probably still a little concussed.
I don't know. I give credit to Dallas defense and us really not adjusting to what they was doing. And that we took a while to adjust. Uber had a couple big offensive, couple big passes that passed to him in the middle. He passed one to Batum. He made the layup. Then he passed one to Toby to hit the three in the corner. The ball, I don't know. It wasn't moving that good in those last couple of minutes. But I gotta get a defense props. They was trapping at the right point, making Maxey get the ball out of his hands to players that really didn't know what decisions to make. So I get a defense a little credit. But we did make some plays, though. That's what I like. We made some plays.
Oh, yeah, D-Market. Yeah, we can't forget that. We started the game down 11-0. Dallas had us in the hole 11-0 at home early in the first quarter, and then Maxey went off. Maxey had a good homecoming. He must have had some home cooking or something, because he's from the area, I believe. But
yes,
Maxey came
Garland, out. Garland, like less than an hour away. I do see that.
Cowboys
campaign didn't play because of illness, so he was out because of illness today.
Okay. Yes, illness was his defense.
Yeah, I like Nick Batum not starting though. That starting lineup of him and Harris just didn't work. That was the best thing, putting him on the bench. He still ended up playing 32 minutes, but he shouldn't be starting with Tobias. Him and Tobias shouldn't be starting.
You like the Mo Bamba starting, even though he don't get a ton of minutes, even though Paul Reed came and got more minutes than him. I think Paul Reed got more minutes the last two games, but I kind of like Mo Bamba starting too.
He got to sit back and watch and see what's going on. He does better observing the game than coming back, and then playing. Him starting just to me is not good.
Yeah, Wayne got that 59. Got that Beijing 59 in there.
No, I got just for men, real brown. Dark brown, if you must know. I don't do Beijing nothing.
Beijing got that Beijing 59. But the grades out.
Probably need to.
The grades show.
The grades listen, the grades are showing. What y'all talking about? They showing. That's how strong it is. That's why I got to temper it down some. This whole joint, I be sitting up here look like a black Santa Claus. I ain't doing that.
Nick's lost. Oh, you'll be back in fourth place. That's what's up. They said just need to win the games you're supposed to win and get help every now and then. Knicks played Cavs. They lost. The Sixers are back and forth. Knicks lost.
This wasn't a game you're supposed to win, but I take it.
No, I can't.
So, all right, you know what? It's funny. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to think of how we put the blame or whatever here, because all I keep hearing is how trash Morey is and everything else. But then I hear us talking about good pickups like Buddy Hield and asking where campaign at and talking about how good Lowry pickup was, and Paul Reed re-signed with the Sixers. That was under them, and I don't know. I'm trying to. Why he gets so much hate? Oubre, he went and signed Oubre. Yeah,
so here we go. I told you you'd be defending.
We get to this is what we do. Moves. Hold on, but they was okay. This is what we do over these wins. We came in. Buddy Hield was the next best scorer to Maxey. Remember, he had a couple good games. Buddy Hield, he's number 2 scorer. Buddy Hield, number 2 option. We see what happened with that. You know what I mean? Yeah. We just gotta relax. I told you,
Wayne always
like how y'all was about
Morey. You always be saying you'll be at Morey, but you always want to give him all this credit. And
because I'm all about give somebody credit when it's deserved and rip when it's deserved.
It's not really deserved. What he does is he corrects his mistakes. He make a bunch of mistakes and corrects some, and you like, oh, look what he did. He made up. You want to go back 2021, 3 years ago?
We are such roller coaster fans.
That's what we should have done, Kyle Lowry.
I agree.
Payne ain't awful. He's not great. I still think
that's when we should have started Kyle Lowry.
I still think we're missing one bona fide bucket. But I think we're missing one. But we'll see. We'll see. It was a good win tonight.
I mean, do you think we're missing that bucket when B gets back? If B can come back and be close to where he was. How do you feel about this team going forward?
When does B get evaluated? When's the 4th week?
This
It's
week,
supposed to be Tuesday.
Wednesday coming up.
Tuesday
Oh,
or Thursday?
Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday
I
coming
think
up.
it might be Wednesday.
No,
we go down the
and
middle.
campaign ain't played again. He had the flu. He had
Wayne,
COVID.
Wayne, let me ask you this, Wayne. In 2021, did you think the trade for George Hield, that we traded for George Hield, remember? The backup point guard Morey made. You think that was good, giving up 2 second-round picks and Tony Bradley and the boy Terrence Ferguson? You think that was a good pick for George Hill?
No, but I thought it was better. I thought it was better than bringing in Kyle Lowry and paying him $38 million a year. Yes, because that's what you was going to do with Kyle Lowry.
But I'm just saying, we have 2 second-round picks, which we needed, and Tony and
he got back. That's what you do as a GM. You make moves and then you get your stuff back so you can make moves again later on.
That's what he makes bad moves. Then when he gets it back, we talk about, oh, look how good he was. He's digging himself out of a hole. That's what he's doing.
Luka Doncic.
He's digging himself out of the hardened hole. What'd you say?
Luka Doncic actually went to the free throw line 6 times, which might be a
record,
a season low for him.
Yeah, real low.
I didn't like and that call they gave with I think it was near the end of the game. I think it was Oubre and Toby, and they gave that foul to Kyrie Irving. I didn't like that call. But all in all, I think the officiating was pretty good tonight. I think the officiating is pretty good. They didn't do a lot of that ticky-tack stuff. When Luka Doncic only goes to the line 6 times and he gets a tech because he's crying about a foul, when he actually, how you run into Toby, right? It almost could have been a charge, and he's crying about it. This is why the NBA has to get things under control.
First of all,
but if I'm keeping it a bean, they missed a lot of shots. Dallas was missing. They missed a lot of open shots.
I want to respond to Tobias Harris. That if that was some hate stuff that they're trying to make the boy, they're saying that which goes on steroids now. They want to now because of his greatness, LeBron. They want to say he's on a clear like the boy Barry Bonds, like he's doing something because he's doing something that no one has ever done at the age 40, which kind of Barry Bonds did do. Now the boy from Balco, he did a little interview talking about something that's possible. He actually did the interview with the fat boy. What's the fat boy that's a hate over black boys?
The one they call you?
No, but
Tim.
What's the black boy?
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Jason Whitlock. He had him on his podcast, hating on LeBron. And now they're gonna try to put this little. So
because this is what's wrong with the media. Because somebody says I think he might be, all of a sudden that's factual. See, I don't like when somebody throws out something and all of a sudden it's factual. But I gotta go back to Wayne. Dallas actually shot better from 3 and field from the Sixers.
Oh, they might. I just saw it seemed like they missed a lot of Dallas. The Sixers hit a lot of tough shots. Dallas was contesting a lot of stuff out there, but it looked like Dallas missed a lot of open ones though. The way like they was be wide open and just hitting in front of the rim.
That layup Lowry missed.
It wasn't. No, that was the most open shot this year. Other than the fast break, that was the most open shot you will ever get in a half court set.
But listen, I gotta give Paul Reed a little bit of props too. But Toby had some huge. He didn't have a lot of rebounds during the game, but he had a couple huge rebounds in big spots. I'll give him that.
But Dallas ain't that big down low like that. Dallas ain't that big. We got to see him perform. He played well today. Yeah, pause. He played well today, but we got to see what he do against the boys from the East, the dudes from the East. Because it really don't matter. I'm telling you,
he played well against Cleveland. He played well against Cleveland when we won.
Against Charlotte. I'm
talking about a couple. He might not have played that Cleveland game. Did he play?
Yeah, exactly. It was against Charlotte.
I'm not talking about the game we just played. When we first started, when B first went down, we was 1-1. We beat Cleveland right after B got hurt. The second game, I think we beat Cleveland. So I don't know, but I don't know. Toby might not even play that game. I just know we won.
I don't know if we lose this game with Pat Bev. Kyle Lowry ain't do enough for me to say we win to lose this game because of Pat Bev or Kyle Lowry. I mean, come on now. Kyle Lowry was 1 for 9. He was 1 for 9, but we lose this, but we win this game. Like, come on.
Yeah, so
He was
that's a
1
little
for
bit
9 tonight.
overstatement. Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he was the floor general down the stretch, and I think he was a common influence out there. So I do give him that, and he still was out there scrapping, and I'm saying he played solid, but his shooting was not great. That one he just hit that 1 3. It looked nice though. That shot
who hit a three?
Lowry did. He ain't hit a three.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
it was one play when he came.
he was 1 for 5 from 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I thought he only hit. That's what I thought. That was only one shot I remember him hitting. It was like but it was like a catch the momentum type shot. So I'll give him props for that. But yeah, we not gonna overstate what he did on like scoring wise or nothing.
But listen, it was a good win. Go over there in Dallas. Maxey came out stroking up.
Pause.
If he didn't get hurt though, I don't know. If he didn't get that little injury, have to go in the 10 or whatever, go in the back. I'm not sure. He might be able to keep that up. That seemed like that slowed him up a little bit, the injury. But
that probably was why that shot came up short. You know how that goes. Hey, listen.
Did he score after that? When he came, did he even score except for the foul shots?
Who you talking about, Maxey?
Yeah.
I
don't know if
know.
he scored when he came back.
I think he was concussed, honestly. And anytime they feel enough, like when he was walking, the guy was holding the back of his shirt, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to kind of direct him which way he was going and stuff. And he ain't going to the locker room, but just in the hallway. I think he was concussed and just came back out and played through. But Tim, for the record, when we beat the Cavs, 104-107, Tobias had 15 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. So he did get rebounds against. He had 15 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and that was the same game when I think that was the second game after the trade when Buddy and them that was campaign breakout game for the Sixers.
I gotta see why Buddy ain't play at all really in the second half though.
But then he stunk it up against the next 2 games against Boston and the Bucks. The games that's going to mean something.
No, they definitely will.
So you can play. As I said, the thing is, I'm glad he did play well against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We need them to do that, and the teams that we supposed to, we got to do that. But our bread and butter is always going to be Boston and the Bucks. He got to come through for those 2 games.
Ray, you ain't going to see nobody different. Ray, you ain't going to see nobody different because Lowry, that's Nick Nurse young boy, Lowry. So he going to play. You believe that?
Oh yeah, how about that? Yeah,
that's his guy.
They want to ring together.
That's his man.
They want to ring together.
That's his man to them.
And to Pat Bell's credit, he said when Doc went out and got me, I'm his guy, and Nick Nurse went and got went and got Lowry. That's his guy. So he said he understood why the Sixers did what they did, and also why the Bucks did what they did. You want your guy.
Who said that?
Pat Bev. He said he understood why he was traded. He didn't want to leave Philadelphia, but he understood. He said Doc went and got his guy. I was his guy, and so he was fine with that. He said just like Nick Nurse went out and got his guy, the one that he believed in. That's why he went and got Lowry. You can't be mad at a coach wanting certain guys in the locker room that they're comfortable with, that they know what they could do with. So I can respect that.
Hey Phil, are you saying Toby's game looks worse because of Embiid? I don't understand what you're trying to say. His teams look different versus some teams in the playoffs because of Embiid. Is it worse?
No, we're not going to say that. Honestly, I don't think Tobias is just not. Stephen A. had an interesting take on it, like before the game, and he was talking about how Tobias Harris has talent, but it's like it's a heart level, not heart, but like he don't bring that same energy every time. And it ain't nothing that Stephen A. said that ain't been said on this pod before, but that's pretty much what it is. To some people, not built to be that dude. You know what I'm saying? Some people built to be like a complimentary player, even though he got paid main player money.
But the team is not set up for him to be that dude. So it's like you gotta. It's like be first, Maxey, then Toby. Even now, is it really Maxey then Toby, or is it whoever gets a little warm? It's not. I don't even think it's really Maxey then Toby right now.
But I think that's because of
Buddy Hield, Toby.
But I think that's because of Buddy. I think that's because of Toby's the way that he got. Remember when Jimmy left and we paid Tobias that money, they were looking for Tobias to be, you know what I'm saying, that kind of dude that he was before they traded for him.
How you look at what he's
When they traded for him, he was averaging like 22, 23 points a game
I
over there. And
understand
then he
that.
came here and fell back in the role and just was scoring 19. So when you paying him that big money, they was expecting more from him. But I don't think that Tobias has that in him to carry a team consistently at a high level like that.
He don't even have a game to do it.
Yeah.
Like he don't have the dribble. He really don't create his own shot unless he like backing somebody down. So when you
I don't
see him
agree with
cross
that.
somebody over, when you see Toby cross somebody over and go to the lane?
Toby's done that plenty of times. Now I ain't gonna say plenty. He's done it though.
Toby,
You ain't never seen Toby. You don't never see Toby dribble.
Toby crossed somebody over. Toby crossed somebody over and went to the hole.
You don't mean?
Are we talking about in the
never
NBA?
Seen, yes.
You seen him in a pickup game do it.
Then you definitely don't watch all our games. I ain't saying he do it all the time, but I've definitely seen him go off the dribble. I've actually seen him go off the dribble and go in the lane and dunk on somebody. So he don't do it on a regular basis though. He's not that type of dude.
What I'm saying is, if he get the ball in the right spot and they had a bad angle, yeah, he could run past him and dunk. But him straight up creating a shot, rocking somebody, and going in the lane and dunk on him, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. If he catches the ball in a certain spot, somebody go and play defense on the wrong angle, probably trying to cheat somewhere, and he runs and dunks. Yeah, he's not facing somebody up, right to the lane dunk. No, he's not doing that. He's not doing it.
Why got to be a dunk though? He can't.
He might pull up and he might.
So is that not taking somebody off the dribble and creating your own shot? If you attacking the basket and get a shot off, either a layup or a jump shot, that's creating your own shot. So it's not creating your own shot unless you dunk.
Toby not creating his own shot. Toby not creating. Okay. Pulling up and shooting. Yeah, you pump fake, you get your shot. He's not creating his own shot. His best
taking somebody off the dribble and pull up and shoot.
His best thing is when he backs somebody down, turn around and shoot.
He's getting a little bit more consistent with his catching and shooting too.
Yes, he is. That's why. Yes. That's why I said we need another legit scorer, in my opinion. But
thank you, Norm. Because I'm not trying to hype it and make it like Toby taking people off the dribble and doing all this all the time. But you sit there and make it like he don't get the ball, dribble, take people off the dribble, even if he dribble
the dribble. He's not taking about the dribble.
You've never seen him take off the dribble.
Kobe, all right. You talking about Kobe? All right. You talking about Kobe?
I agree. I agree about asking for the consistency. I agree. But my whole point is, don't make it like he just straight trash, like he can't do nothing on the basketball court.
Listen, I'm not saying he trash. Well, I'm not saying he trash.
I'm just saying is he has to perform at a high level against the better teams.
I agree.
We did. Yo, he performed good tonight. You can't.
The Mavs have lost like 5 of the last 7 games. They're not
exactly Phil. Right now. He's not blowing past nobody.
Just because Kyle Lowry don't blow past nobody, but don't he create plays? That's a playmaker. You are creating plays. But I'm saying you don't have to just blow by nobody. If taking somebody off the dribble is creating your own shot. Whether you taking them off the dribble, then pull up, hit a jumper. You take them off the dribble, then go back into go back into like a post move or something. My jaw checked up. But all I'm saying is all that is creating your own shot too. Like it ain't creating your shot ain't just crossing somebody going in the lane and dunking. That's not the only way you create a shot. I
don't know if I mean, listen, I know y'all like the moves Murray made. We still got to resign Buddy Hield. So I don't know what he's going to want. And should he even be starting?
To Buddy?
That's another question.
Well, when Embiid comes back, you need that shooter. You need that with Batum out the lineup.
You are going to need. You're going to be back. You're going to need him to start. You are.
Who started tonight? I didn't see the very beginning. Who started?
Mo Bamba. Hold on, where is it? Harris, Bamba, Lowry, Maxey, and Hill. So do you move Lowry to the bench? I don't know. Something to think about.
I like that point guard. Because then you can let Maxey cook and do what he needs to do as a scorer.
Is
Lowry still capable of playing defense?
But see, this is my only thing though. You saying that, I don't know about that because I think when Maxey was going off and doing the bulk of his scoring is when he was on the ball heavy. It wasn't with no point guard. It was him being the lead man with the rock and making the plays. They just couldn't stay in front of him. It wasn't like it was a whole bunch of stuff that him cutting and Lowry hitting him with these passes. He was just cooking. Maxey was cooking them off the dribble itself. So that's the only reason why I say I don't necessarily, but I do think it is a plus side to having a true point guard next to him at times. But in the beginning when he was going off, it wasn't because the point guard was setting him up. It was him going off.
That's true. That's true. I don't know if it was the defense, him getting hurt, or the combination of him getting hurt in the defense. I think they actually started trapping well in Ball's hands, though. They stopped letting him go one-on-one. So I think that kind of threw the monkey wrench in there. Maxey got to learn how to adjust to that stuff, too. When they trap you, remember we was talking about this before, if he the man on the team, he got to learn how to adjust some type things, too. So he is going to have to learn how to do that to beat that double team sometime. Sometimes you got to beat it or make the right pass.
Yeah, that's the difference between being the Batman and the Robin. you know the Batman will get double, triple teams. It's very bright.
I'm looking right now. The Mavs just lost 4 of their last 5 games. They lost to the Indiana, Cleveland. They won against Toronto. They lost to Boston. They lost to Philadelphia. So somebody just said, I don't know what Tim talking about. They lost 4 of their last 5 games. Look it up.
And they just lost, I think, 3 of their last 4. Because they said he has 3 triple doubles, 3 30-point triple doubles in a row, and they lost 2 of them. Luka Doncic. So that's not good.
That's not a good fit. Him and Kyrie, they both too ball dominant, in my opinion.
Kyrie, I can't believe he's hitting them threes at the end of the game though. Like, come on, man, let this game be over.
But he only had like 4 shots in the first half. I think he only had like 4 shots in the first half. Kyrie, he wasn't even getting it. Yeah, I don't know, but in the first half, he wasn't hardly touching the rock.
I thought he ended with what did he end with? 28. He had 28. Luka had 38. 5 rebounds.
Yeah.
They say he didn't
Kyrie
get a lot of
got
shots.
hot in the end, though. Kyrie was trying to win that game for him. He was trying to bring him back.
Oh, he definitely was. He was. But that first half, he wasn't really getting involved in the first half. Did you see that? Did you see what he missed? We're talking about missed layup. Did you see the layup he missed? But the move that he made before he got there, like he got the steal and he went down and somebody was coming. I think it might have been Hield coming to play defense. He threw the ball out around him and then caught it like right in stride and kept pushing up the court. But then he blew the layup. Yeah, he said Kyrie had 5 shots at the half. That's what I'm saying. They wasn't even really giving him no attention.
Oh, Buzilla, so you're a Dallas fan, so I hurt your feelings. My bad. Shout out to Ephraim. Boston's beating the brakes off of Golden State 49-24.
What Tatum dropping on him? They was hyping it, talking about his 26th birthday. See what he was going to do for it. That's what the promo was talking about.
But Tatum only got 2 points right now. The young boy Jaylen Brown got 19 already.
Well, I guess this was a good game. When's our next game?
That's a good question.
Bruce said he's not a Dallas fan. Tim just be making stuff up. He called the boy a Dallas fan.
You sound like a Dallas fan.
But Bass, I don't know. Oh, we got the Nets Tuesday. That better be a win for us. Oh, you know, it'd be perfect if we get news that Embiid is going to start resuming activities in his rehab, and then the Sixers go out and beat the Nets. That'll set the mood so right in Philly. Hey, before we get off,
I don't want Embiid to start playing until literally till like the last week of March. I'd rather.
I can agree with that.
I say take the entire month of March off, like at least the majority of the month, because he needs to be healthy and going into the playoffs. That's
I agree. I'm just saying, I'm hoping that I get the news that he can resume basketball activity. You know what I'm saying? Like actually get out there and shoot or be in practice and stuff. And then, like you said, in the last week, kind of, you know what I'm saying, ratchet it up.
Now, what y'all think about him going to playing for the Olympics this year? I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest with you.
He's too injury prone to me.
He's too injury prone.
Hold on, my dog.
But how much is he actually going? You don't. I just feel like in the Olympics,
they'll be the start.
But they don't. But it ain't the same as the NBA. Like playing in the NBA season, you playing like every 2 days. No, it's not.
It is. It's
And
still.
you got all these others, and you got all these other superstars around you where you don't have to be the guy carrying it.
I don't need him playing in the Olympics right now. He can't even play in the NBA. How you gonna play in the Olympics? Another
So
league.
is the Olympic? Are you playing the Olympics right now? When the Olympics played after
In
the
the
playoffs? Right.
summertime.
All right.
Then
So you don't want him to do nothing? You don't want him to do nothing during the
he don't.
summertime? Just sit around and eat Chick-fil-A? That's what you
So
want him to do?
you got this viable piece right there, and what you want to say? You want to put him and play
I
basketball?
like that. I like the idea of him being in an environment with a whole bunch of other stars, like being around LeBron and Kyrie, and Brian and Steph and all them type dudes, and soaking in some of that championship type mentality. I'm all for that.
I'm not worried about soaking. I'm talking about his knees. That's what I'm worried about. His knees and being available next year when he got to play. Next, he's not available to start the season because he sustained injuries playing in the Olympics.
Sergeant Bass, I agree with that. If he win the finals, he can do whatever he wants.
No, he can't. Until when? Until the season start. Until the season start again.
If he win the finals, he can go play. But
man, please.
If he play for that and get hurt over there playing, then what?
Yeah. Now that part I do agree. If he expect the criticism you're gonna receive. You know what I'm saying? And how long is his contract? Like, you might not want to get for so many more injuries. What his contract lasts for? Like another 2 years or something like that?
Yeah,
2-3
I think
years?
he got like a good 2 years on there.
Yeah, I'm saying that money start whittling down. The more you getting hurt heading toward that time. If
be careful. Man, he's gonna get a max deal regardless because he's Embiid. He's gonna get a max deal. There's nobody. No, there's gonna be a team. 8 teams. They're willing to gamble because he has appeal. He's 7'2" that can do anything on the court.
Yeah, he will. You got pain.
So he's never going to not get a max deal.
This time,
if he turn into Greg Oden, you got 2 years. Remember how fast you used to always say how fast B gonna wear out and ain't gonna be available no more. You remember how you kept giving him like 3 years and stuff like that. So now we're talking about a window of 2 years. He got another injury going on now, and if he gets injured again, you don't think if he get injured again in another couple of years, he'd be 30 plus?
I'm just saying.
You think he'll still get the same value?
No, I'm saying his very next contract, regardless of who it is, some team is going to give him a max contract. It's just a fact because of who he is. And it don't matter. He could be injured, sit out a whole year. He's going to come back, and a team is going to be like, okay, here's a 4-year, 5-year. They may make it a 4-year deal, but a team is going to give him a max deal.
Yeah, Ron L. Toby played very well. Very well.
Hey, before we get off, that link Ethan sent with the letter, the AI letter to Kobe, ain't you the one that posted that? Was that you that posted that, John?
I didn't even look at that.
Man, y'all ain't see it, man. I ain't gonna hold you. That John was nice. That John was nice. It was a poem. It was supposed to be a letter that AI wrote to Kobe, like a letter to Kobe, and talking about their careers and how they intertwined and stuff. Man, you guys, it's like a little. It was like the bull. I'll share it. The one that I was seeing. It's like a little clip they were showing along with like all the different times Kobe and AI went at each other, and then like their interactions on the court. It was decent, man. I'm saying it was a nice piece. I ain't gonna hold you. The letter was AI's letter, but you know what I'm saying. It was like his letter to Kobe. You know what I'm saying. But yeah, it was good. Hey, Bass, come on, man. Listen, we got to stop this. Every time you hear a little something in the media, I can see if it's like a whole bunch of people going at the bull Meek Mill talking about they seen him down 13 Spruce or something like that. I can see if we hearing all that, but you hear like one dude that's out from the agenda and everything start talking. Now they start running the tapes and they start bringing the tapes out. All I know is Meek Mill was talking about going to go see the bull academics, like he's going to piece him up for talking trash. We gonna see when the stuff drop.
I was gonna say shout out to Meek Mill, but
I don't know. That ain't a good look for these boys, man. They gotta stay away from the shiny suit, man. They gotta stay away from that.
Stay away from the Diddy parties. No Diddy parties.
Don't. None of them Hollywood parties. What's his name? Brandon T. Jacobs. He said Denzel told him at a certain time, man. Go home. Go home. He said he started watching every time at a certain time. Denzel was like, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Like, you know that the shoe about to drop.
Be out there by 8:30. 8:30, go home.
Hey, X-Man, I don't put nothing past nobody, bro, because I ain't going to hold you. The conspiracy theorist in me, when I first heard it, was like, like he did kind of get out of jail, and all of a sudden he rolling with big money, rolling with the people's. But they gotta give me some hard evidence. Pause against the ball before
he got that for you.
they gotta give some concrete evidence before I start putting that on that man's name. Oh.
No,
But really, you can say bad look all you want, but when you hear dreams and nightmares, you gonna start feeling. You gonna have that. You ain't gonna never disassociate dreams and nightmares with that Super Bowl.
Shout out to all the parties involved. Hope you have a better week next week than you did this week. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining us today. What's our next game anyway?
I think somebody said Tuesday against the Nets. Somebody said.
So we got the Nets. That should be another victory. We need this. I like staying in the 4th, 5th, 6th seed. That's pretty good. Brazil, that's why you block.
Yo, how y'all take us down this road?
But
y'all definitely gotta watch that joint. That any of y'all that ain't see it. Yo, who banned Boozilla? What'd he say?
Oh, I did.
Oh,
he keep coming out of pocket, so now
he talking about you?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Oh, I ain't even.
Like, all right, we're good. All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You're gonna catch your next.
Watch the AI letter. Watch the AI letter to Kobe. Look it up, man. That joint was nice.